to the gray zone or whatever?
Yeah, I mean, there's like a very serious chance that my kids broke it
Uh,
because there's like something rattly inside of it now.
oh, jeez.
Otherwise, though, it works pretty good. All right, I'm getting warmed up a little bit on this track. Driving stickier tires for the last hour.
Yeah, we're not doing that today. Alright, let's see how we're...
So I'll say with a lot of this stuff, and I know this is probably the obvious, but it's like, as I'm learning, I'm trying to, I'm unfortunately changing my setup, right? And so it's like...
Wait, you're like breaking up a little bit there. Or like you're like fading away, almost.
Okay. See, I think the microphone's fucked up.
Oh, jeez.
Can you hear me fine now, though?
Yeah, let me see if I can like boost your...
I can boost
here.
it. Hold on. Let me do it. I got you. All right. Whoa. All right. Can you hear me okay now?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
You're bassier now.
Bassier. Yeah. I'm a man.
Alright, so like what kind of things do you want to get out of this?
So, I think for me, like the biggest obstacle that I'm overcoming right now is just being like, not getting flustered when someone's behind me.
Okay.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, generally speaking, I think, I know where braking, not right now, I'm still warming up.
Right.
Generally speaking, like, I'll know where the braking points are. I know about how much speed I can carry. Like, I feel like I got a generally, like, decent feel for the cars and stuff. I just, like, I start getting panicked as soon as somebody gets behind me, and I just, like, I forget where to brake, or I brake too early, and then I get, run into it, or whatever. And it's down to that whole, like, just ingraining the, exactly where you're going to hit the brakes, at how much, in the spots, like, just being consistent.
Okay.
And I'm not being consistent. Like, I'm consistent whenever I'm driving on my own, or driving against computers, but...
Alright, let me switch something. Let me put some soft tires for this. So we can,
Sure.
do some battling. Where are you?
I'm also, like, I am not somebody who takes criticism harshly, so, like, if you just see, like, tell me what you see is wrong with my driving. And,
everything!
Yeah, there you go. Well, I just took half a second out of you on the one of the time trials, so...
Like you passed by half a second, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shit, bro. Nice.
On the, what's that one? The VGT one.
Oh, that fucking thing. Ugh.
Yeah. I like driving it. It's just, it's fun.
Okay. Yeah, so do a couple laps. Get
whoops.
warmed up.
Was I supposed to be putting on softs?
Yeah, put on the softs.
Yeah.
Are you in the Supra?
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm not like tied to this car, but I feel like I haven't driven it much.
Sure. Well, so in general, like, do you have issues going out of corners, or do you have issues with like keeping the car under control, specifically when you're braking and going out of corners? Really, those two main things.
Yeah, it's really, I guess, coming out of corners is where I suffer the most. Okay. Like, I'll just get on it too hard, and this car is tougher on that. Like,
yeah.
I saw you were in the NSX. Like, I'm pretty decent in the NSX because I feel like it's just out of corners, pretty controllable.
Let's see. Do you have? Let me see.
I have all the Group 3.
You have all the Group 3s.
I mean, pretty much.
So you have the RCZ.
Yeah. Which one?
RCZ.
RCZ.
Or no?
Yeah, there it is. I was like, I'm pretty sure. All right. Shame.
It's gonna set you a little bit too close to steering wheel, so like you have to readjust a little bit. But
Oh, I'm doing it on a TV.
okay.
I should send you a picture of my setup, but I'm like arm's length from like a 43-inch
Oh,
TV. So
cool, cool. All right.
yeah. All right. I do like this car too.
Yep. I'm gonna do a couple laps myself just to get myself ready, and then I'll watch what you do.
Okay. What TC do you run on this?
What's the what now?
What TC do you run on this?
Oh, nothing.
Oh, okay. So that was my inclination with these as well. But Devin keeps being like, no, throw on 2.
Yeah, throw it on too, man. If you're not comfortable, okay. So like,
Well, I feel like that's the thing is it gets too, it's too much traction control to add 2.
okay.
But then I feel like if I go less, then I'm just like out of control.
All right, I will work on you with basically those 2 things. I'll work with you with like how to drive without TC, and also how to like keep your shit when someone's following you.
Yeah.
That'll probably be good things to go over.
Well, I just turned my traction control off. We'll see how this lap looks.
Yeah, this car is super forgiving.
Yeah. So I'll say too, that's another thing too, is like I like driving with everything off.
This car feels alive.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing, is everything feels really muted whenever I'm put on any assists. I'll also say another thing. I got a new wheel coming this weekend, so.
Oh, you got which one?
The new Thrustmaster.
Oh shit, bro.
Yeah. So like that's the other thing too, is like this is the freaking $200 Thrustmaster wheel. So it's like
it's all good, man. I started off with that same one you have.
Oh, okay, yeah. So I have the upgraded brake pedals, which are awesome.
Oh yeah. You need some quality pedals, so you get most of your time.
Oh yeah. Oh dude, I took like so I have a combo that I use to kind of just test myself at what is it, Deep Forest, and just to kind of see like, okay, where am I on this setup? Like, am I driving well today? Like, probably kind of whatever. And I got the load slow pedal, and it was like I took 2 seconds off of like every single time I had on that track.
Very nice.
Immediate, yeah. Oops. Oh, you watching?
Oh yeah. Yep.
I literally was thinking like, oh, I bet he's fucking watching right now, and then I just went out. It's ridiculous how that happens with this.
It's all good.
All right, I'll try to drive fast then. So this is another thing too, right?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like whenever I lose control, my recovery is really poor, and I don't know how to work on that. Actually, you know what? I'll probably say that's probably my worst thing, because as soon as I fuck up, it's like my race is over, because I go so far off.
So in that situation where you like had a hard time recovering and you spun out, instead of like putting a whole bunch of brakes or a whole bunch of gas, just give like 10% throttle until the car stabilizes. It's the same thing with like driving in the snow. Like if you're swerving a little bit, you just put a little bit of throttle and keep it straight, and it'll kind of like self-correct a little bit there.
Gotcha.
finish this lap up, and then we'll kind of have a quick talk.
I'll tell you, as I was going through those downhill S's, like I'm in my fucking head about it because I know you're watching. It's wild, dude. And not only that, but it's like I'm in my head, and I'm thinking about the fact that I'm in my head. So it's like.
You're doing your best lap so far, so it's all good.
See, my first reaction was to hit the brake.
Yep, nope. You do not want to do that. Lift up the car.
Alright.
Okay, so couple of quick things to kind of go over with you here. Again, it's a lot with your braking. Like, you kind of fixed it the last time around, at least for that at the bottom of the straight, where if you're braking a straight line, you keep the brakes 100%. Don't like pull back on the brake while you're still going straight, because you're basically just losing braking pressure for no reason whatsoever.
Sure, that makes sense.
Yeah. And then on the reverse side, when you're going into that U-turn, basically the two double rights to the back straight, like if you're going to turn in, don't hold the brakes. Like the ABS is not a miracle worker. It will help out a little bit.
Sure.
But this is like a lot of reasons why you are having issues keeping the car under control. It's like you're braking in, you're overheating the rear tires, and then you're also over rotating. Then when you're off the brake and you're on the gas, like you're off the brake way too fast, so the car kind of like, to say, jumps for a little bit. You lose traction in the rear. On top of which, now you also have overheated tires, so you have so much less grip to deal with that when you go on the power, your rear just goes shoop and it goes out.
Right.
Yeah. So.
Right.
Yeah,
okay.
Basically, those two things. Yeah. So, see. Yeah. Like there, you're holding the brakes for too long.
Sure. So I was trying to think on that one was more of the like, while I'm going straight, do the hard braking, right?
Like the long straight?
Yeah. I'm gonna kick on one TC just so I'm used to a little bit of traction control.
Yep, that's fine.
So you're saying here, just like get off the brakes
for both those turns. So like I just released like a video where it basically goes through this exactly. And that would really be helpful for that. So I won't go too like in depth with you right now, just so we can like save some time. But, like,
I was gonna say I haven't seen your most recent one, but I've seen all the ones up to it.
Yeah, but this basically goes over what your issue is with those two turns. In general, like once you get that, like your grip issues will probably be a lot easier to manage because you don't have overheated tires to deal with.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. In situations where you don't have time to brake in a straight line, you're braking as you're turning. You never want to get 100% brakes. Like you want to like go max like 80, maybe like 50 is probably what you want to do, and then go from there. Okay.
I felt that. Okay. I need to practice that. Just that 10% like throttle, because I was able to think of the 10% there, and didn't go fucking skidding off like I normally do.
No. And how hard are you gripping your steering wheel?
How hard?
Yeah.
Not very hard. Pretty loose.
Alright, good. Be loosey goosey. finish this lap up, and then I'll have you follow, like, spectate me, and I'll show you like how I deal like with these kind of turns and shit.
Sure. God, why do I sit down there? See, I'd wait. Too much brake there.
That's alright. Already almost a full second up.
Way too early there.
No, you were braking just at the right point, but you just held your brakes like all the way down.
Way too long.
And you like you didn't trail brake. You basically like stopped in a straight line, and then you turned in.
Let's go.
Yeah, full second off. All right.
You gotta spin out at the end.
Yeah. All right. So jump on my thing, and I'll show you a couple.
Yeah. Inspect it. Yep.
Yeah.
Cool. Let me turn your dash on. Okay. Cool.
Okay.
Okay.
Probably gonna get more beans there. That's fine.
Yeah. But I see what you're doing different than me.
Mm-hmm. So you've been practicing like figuring out where your foot is on the brake, like what percentage you're giving, all that shit.
Yeah, and I can hit, like, if I go like, oh, I want 20% brake, like, I can do that. It's just putting it all together is where I'm. And honestly, man, sometimes it comes together. Like,
yeah.
I do really well.
Yeah.
It's just I'm not consistent.
All right. Then last one here. Oh no! Fuck! Too fast.
That's right. You always go wide there.
Yeah. Alright, but like, at least with like the trail braking, that's the kind of thing you want to do. Yeah. And then there's also something too that's probably going to help out. 'Cause I haven't really talked about this in any videos so far, but it's coming out of corners. Like, when I was following you, you're always having issues coming out of this corner.
Mm-hmm.
And
oh, yeah, getting loose right there. Yeah.
So like, you give me your ideas. Like, why do you think you're getting loose? Like here, it's like your best educated guess.
Well, for one, I'm coming off the curb usually, which is not good.
Yeah, but like that's the way you got to do it. You got to go off that curb.
Coming off the curb.
Yeah. So like,
I mean,
what
too
other
much throttle,
reasons?
then. Wrong gear.
No. You had it right. Too much throttle. So like, going over this one, it's gonna unsettle your car, but you still want to keep going. So in those situations, you want to give like partial throttle, like 70 to 60% like partial throttle is like the perfect amount, because at that point is when the GT7 cars, they start to actually power forward instead of more like maintenance throttling. So that makes any sense?
Yep.
Yeah, but at the same time, it doesn't give too much power so that the wheels will spin on you. That helps a lot with pretty much any corner. The slower the corner, like, let me show you this coming out to the straight here. So I'm gonna take it down here. See, those too much But because
Mhm.
I kept it until I knew I was straight, until I got traction, I was able to save it.
Yep.
So yeah, you just want to go out of corners with like that much amount of power.
Right.
And just like that's something you should definitely always try to focus on doing. Like it's
Well, so I totally agree, and I was gonna say, I watched, so I've been watching the Tidgeny videos
Mhm.
since Crackhead did whatever, said to put him, like said he was good to watch, and he has made me faster,
Yep.
which is good. And one of the things that in fact, it was specifically in this Nürburgring, or the Nürburgring time trial, right?
Yeah.
Is there's like a bunch of places on that track where he's doing that. I'm watching, from his video, and he's talking about it too. Like, you want to be like half throttle or less than throttle, and I can do it sometimes, but then it's finding that spot to like turn it on, and I'm like, I just haven't hooked that up yet.
Okay. Then so with that in mind, it's like going out of corners like with throttle stuff. So if you like having issues with knowing when to do it, listen to what your engine is doing. Like if going out a corner and you are like turning like a heck of a lot,
Yeah.
like there's going to be some situations where the engine, the RPM is going to go up a hell of a lot faster than you think it's supposed to.
Sure.
In those situations, you should probably get off throttle just a little bit, because it's just gonna spin on you.
Sure. So, this is the other thing too, is like, so if I drive like the WRX on here, right,
Mhm.
which is a car I've driven in real life fast, like I'm a lot more settled in the car. Like I understand, I feel it. I'm just not like, in some cars too. Like, so on my favorites list, like I have a handful of cars that I just like, I got a good feel for, like,
Yeah.
but it's a lot of these Group 3 cars where I'm just like, I don't get it. Like, I'm just not developing a feel for it, and I don't know exactly what I'm missing on it just yet. But these tips are like super helpful. It is in keeping this, like, just keeping the throttle levels in mind. I think are going to be
Yeah.
like the biggest thing.
All right. So jump on in, give it a try.
Yep. I'll do one TC just to save my ass a little bit.
Yep, that's perfectly fine. More. You only had like 30%.
Okay.
More than that still. But do it in the second gear. First gear is too short for Group 3s in this game.
Okay. I was gonna say, I noticed too with you, I feel like you short shift a lot, and I don't know if that's like
Depends on the car, and depends on the race too. Like, if I'm in an endurance race, like the 40 minutes or the whatever, I don't want to have to pit if I don't need to, so I will short shift. But sometimes I have a car, the NSX that we raced on Monday, where the ideal shift range is 80,000 or 8,000 RPMs.
Right.
So like, I was short shifting and still going really fast. I also was like just burning fuel because I just revved lighting it, whatever, not even looking at the damn the chart or whatever.
Right.
That's better. And you miss the apex, but like you're still smooth all the way out.
So,
more.
Yeah.
Like, okay, stop. Like, put the brakes, and then like rev it so you are at 70% throttle. There. Go back down to 0. Back to 70.
Oops.
Yep. Hold the brakes and just 0, 70. Just do that a couple back and forth till you get the feeling of hitting it every time.
Am I? No, that's too much. I tell you what.
Mm-hmm.
This really is. 70 is a good. So because I'm like 50, right? Like I feel good at 50. Like I'm pretty comfortable there. And then like I can do like feathered throttle and obviously this 70. Man, this is a lot tougher than I'm.
Yeah, like you want when you're driving, you want to basically have like an oh shit moment the entire time.
Sure.
It also makes you a little bit uncomfortable until you become used to it. Okay. Yep.
Okay.
And the idea is that you want to be quick to 70. You want to stress the tire to keep your rotation, because if you slowly
Sure.
get to 70, you're going to understeer and you're going to lose rotation. And
Sure.
yeah. There are situations like where you don't want to give it 70 or you want to give it 100%. Like those are for crests and valleys and all the other shit.
Sure.
This one I want you to trail break it in. So like
Okay.
don't go over
Right.
50%.
On this?
No, like on the turn
The
T1.
first one?
T1.
I gotcha. I was like, I think you have to brake harder on that one.
Yeah, no, you do. You want to brake earlier on that turn too.
Yeah.
Because like you're missing
Man,
the
that's-
apex, yeah. You're mixing the apex because basically, like, I don't know if you did even talk about this. No, I didn't. Oh yeah, this for the understeer. Like if you are just like braking super early and then powering all the way through to understeer through the turn,
Mhm.
like you want to be able to make the apex. You have to turn much earlier than that, so you have to like brake earlier and then turn.
Sure.
That makes sense.
Sure. You say
Like early, like you want to brake when the curb starts, like curves
Okay.
in. Yeah.
yeah.
Again, you're holding your brakes too long. When your wheel turns, your foot has to drop as well.
Gotcha. Yeah. No, you're right. It's a bad habit for sure.
I don't know, dude. Like you preach to the choir, man. I was terrible, because all I ever played was like Need for Speed and all the other shit. Those kind of games.
Sure,
I
yeah.
came to here, I kept on crashing all the fucking time. It was awful. All right, so get back into the pits.
Cool. Spectating.
Nope, and then jump back out. I'm gonna follow you.
Cool. All right. Cool.
Because what I think what you're missing that's causing you to kind of freak out is that you don't know what to do when someone's behind you.
No, I don't.
So I'm just gonna follow you just for a second here.
Oh, geez, man. I let off so early there, and the car just fucking turned. I don't know if that looked right in front of you, but it felt better.
Yeah. You're good. I'm right behind you, baby.
See, it doesn't feel like you're that close right now.
I'm not. I am.
All right. Oh, fuck me. See? I just immediately fucking freak out. Oh, right, trail brake, sorry.
Okay. You see me in your mirrors?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, it's a mindset you want to do when someone's right behind you, and you have to ask yourself a question: do you want to defend, or do you want to not defend? Because if you can answer that, then what comes next is easy. If you want to defend, you cover the inside as soon as possible. Like, you look in your mirrors. If someone's behind you, you decide defending or no. If you yes, you move like here, basically to the left. If not, you move to the right and you forget about it. That's it.
Gotcha.
If you move to the right, you will have to watch your mirrors on your turn in case they dive. So like braking zone, like you hit your reference and you look behind. Like you're already on your limit, so you're not gonna go anywhere except forward. Just like lighten your grip, look behind, see what they're doing, and then adjust. Like if they're going to dive, take the turn wider. If they're not going to dive, take it normal. If you are defending and someone's behind you, and you're going to defend, you hug the inside. And like I'm talking about all the way on the inside. Are you sure they're going to like pass you or whatever? They got a better run on you or whatever? Hug it inside. So like in this situation, you move completely to the left. Fuck, I forgot to shift. You move to the left, and you hold the left until the car on the right is about to go on your outside. And then when they go on your outside and they're like
and then
past your quarter pounder, you follow them to the edge. Like you give them a car space, but you allocate that car space in your mind. You don't have to look at the car. Like you know they're on the side, you slowly move over. That's where you know that you're giving them the space, and you're focusing on the apex still.
Sure. Dude, getting off the brakes there is like so helpful.
Okay, so for your braking thing too, you want to... Okay, let's jump back out of here for a second.
Yeah.
Go into your settings, go into your assists, driving line assist, turn the driving markers on.
So I had them on recently, and I swear to God, like I was doing better, but I was like, man, I can't be like relying on these.
Yeah, no, it's fine. It's fine. This is just to give you a visual, because what we're going to be doing here is, before your car touches the yellow dot on the inside of a turn, you need to be on 70% power. Like you have to just like immediately just boom 70%, because like that is when that's basically the apex, and you want to be on power like at slowest point, and the slowest point for a lot of these turns is right before the apex.
Sure. Cool. Alright, let's look just there.
So don't forget about the ones on the outside. Just focus on the inside ones.
So like that one at the actual apex of that last corner should have been 70% there.
If you made the apex, if you didn't make the apex,
Yeah,
then you
yeah.
had to either go a little bit later and then put the power. Basically, you have to like point where you need to go.
Sure.
Good. You gave me some space. All right, I want you to.
Whoa!
You need to work on turn 2 because you're having some issues with that.
Yeah.
So what we're gonna do, actually,
I was
can
gonna say I'll
you?
just exit out because I can just jump back into turn 2 real easy.
So we're actually going to do something different. Have you done the circuit experience for this one yet?
Mm-hmm.
You have.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let me see. Are you able to share the screen with me?
Maybe. Uh, broadcast. Share screen. Cool. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Are you in full screen? Excellent. All right. So head over to the circuit experience. uh, he ain't golded, bro. What the fuck? All right, sector 1. Let's do it. Yeah, 8/10. Nice. Nice. Yeah. All right. Let's see. All right. So again, I want you 50% brakes and start turning in when the road on the left ends. It's the access road. 50%. There you go. See that kind of rotation you got? All right. So yeah. That's the way you gotta do it. So you're gonna. And for this one, so okay, so pause it here for a hot second. Okay, so for that first one, you are sorry, you're going to basically 50%, um, and then turn in. Like you're gonna start 50%ing at the access road, and then basically it's just slowly like you're gonna turn your wheel like maybe like 1 or 2 degrees to the right to start your turning in at 50 degrees, and you'll still like rotate towards it as your nose points closer to the apex, the yellow dot, is when you want to start releasing your brakes, and then when you're like on the, like right almost to that dot, your brakes off completely, and then before you hit the dot, 70% throttle. Okay. For T1, T1, we're gonna work on just T1. Yep. Yep. Try it again. You want to feel the car rotate because there you go. There you go. Okay, that's a lot better. All right, let's work on that T1 again. Nope, you were braking just fine. You gotta get off the throttle, the brake faster. So let me see if I can. Did it just kick me off completely at the game? I'm not sure how this thing works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put it on TC2 and just drive this how I normally drive it, so I can get a feel for the car real quick.
Sure, sure. And then for the top of the hill, you want to hug that left turn as much as possible. Yeah, when you're in TC2, you have a lot more room to just give it the beans out of any corner. And if you give it too much, it'll autocorrect for you and you should be fine. But yeah. Mm-hmm. There you go. That's a lot better. But you want close. Yeah, but you want to give 70% as right before you hit that curb. It gives your car more stability because it lifts the front tires off. More power. 70%. Think 70. I know, we're going for limit. Limit. We're not pussyfooting it around this shit. All right, when you're going up the hill, I want you to take a look at where the dark tarmac is. You need to follow that because that's where all the cars are going. That's the right line. You're too far to the right. It's a little better, but your throttle was too low initially. Yeah, so
Baseball. It's like reminding me of that, where it's like I'm thinking of too many things,
you are
right?
thinking of too many things. Let's go back. Oh shit! I just closed the damn lobby.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, let's go back to the lobby here.
Cool. Whoops.
I'm gonna load it back up again.
Cool.
But we're going to go in a slower car. A car that really exaggerates. Do you have the Honda? Oh my god, I forgot the name of the damn Honda.
The
292,
open.
the open wheel one, the old one.
Yeah, I just got it.
Yes, let's.
It has. I don't think it has been available since I started playing the game, or if it was like way before I had any credits.
Mm-hmm.
That's why why I'm down under 1,000,000 credits right now, because I just bought that.
Nice.
And a couple other things actually.
Oh yeah.
I like buying cars.
Oh yeah, man. It's part of the game.
Yeah. Hard tires, soft tires. What do you think?
You want to do sport Soft. Where the fuck is my Honda at? There's no way I use this many cars before I use that one.
All right, I haven't driven this yet, so give me a warm-up lap. This has like no downforce, right?
None whatsoever. Like my other idea was to get like a like a S9000 or whatever and use that one because that one has fantastic balance.
Oh, this is kind of wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, you really got to play with the throttle and stuff with this.
Mm-hmm. What the fuck? Where? Sort. Honda. Where are you at?
Let's turn my force feed back up for this guy.
I literally cannot find mine. I know I ain't sell it.
This one's supposed to be like, oh, whoa, that's right. I forgot about that. When you come over the last hill on this track with no downforce, your car goes off the road.
Oh, yes. All right. Finally, here we go. This is the way this car handles and stuff. It's a fantastic car for learning because this fucker just loves to like get into the slip angle.
Mm-hmm.
It's so easy to get into it. What tires am I having?
You said you were on sauce.
I'm on racing, that's why it's fucking stupid. There we go. The radial tires, yes. This is so lively. I love it. Okay.
Yeah, it's fun. See, I tend to do well with cars like this, like in a.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, well, I say that, but on the absolute edge, I'm not as good. But like driving them pretty quick, I'm pretty good on because I feel like I can feel the car.
Mm-hmm. So this is where having the throttle 70% is super useful because again, this car has no downforce, so it's not going to stick no matter how fast you're going.
Sure.
And like if you're at 100% and you still like giving it like steering wheel direction, your tires are going to spin behind you.
Sure. Yeah, this car is fun. I literally haven't driven it yet, so this is cool for me.
Yeah, it's like one of our favorite cars when it comes up.
Everybody says, I mean, like all the YouTubers too say it's like,
yep,
you gotta get it because it's like. Apparently the VR is really good.
Oh my gosh, bro!
I haven't done it yet.
The sense of speed is unmatched because you're so low to the ground.
Yeah.
And I have it so that my my backrest vibrates whenever I'm getting my rear wheel slipping.
Yeah.
So it's just like yeah, it's fantastic. That helps me too. So you have freaking vibration, man.
I do now, yeah. I'm 2 days in, right?
Yeah. So one thing I would highly recommend is have like, where are your things located on your rig?
So I have one under the foot plate,
Uh,
and it's perfect, man. It gives really excellent feedback.
yeah.
And then I have the other one
back there.
behind. I'd have to hold on. I don't remember.
Oh, that's fine.
I'll tell you what. I haven't done really any configuring.
Sure.
I just turned stuff on, and I was like, I'm gonna drive like this for a while, and see what I like, and then kind of fuck with it from there. And I think so far what I really like is, I think surprisingly, is the acceleration and deceleration.
Really?
Yeah, it gives me a better sense of like, okay, because obviously, like, if you're moving forward on here at 200 kilometers an hour or whatever, it's like, yes, you're going fast, but it's like understanding if you're accelerating through a corner or not is like, that's all feel, I feel like. And so with the acceleration, deceleration, it kind of tells me like, okay, am I actually doing something here or I'm not? And the thing too is whenever I lose traction, I feel it in the wheel.
Yeah.
Rather than like in the pedals. Like so the like acceleration, deceleration goes away because I've lost traction. And so I just like my wheel goes limp basically, right? And then I'm not feeling the vibrations anymore because I'm not accelerating.
Okay.
But I'm still messing with it. If you were spectating me, I'm not good at talking and driving it, clearly.
Yeah, so with this one, you're braking a lot earlier because you don't have the downforce to help you make the turn. But what you lack in that, you gain with, like, basically the car just like rotating so nicely and having a large slip angle, basically.
Yeah. So I used to do drift racing, and so cars like this where I can do a little bit of opposite lock is like great for me.
Yeah, that's what slip angle is. It's a much narrower, and then GT7 is super duper narrow as well.
I don't know how to put that into words, but yes, that's like the thought I've been having lately is like, because I'll go and I'll do the rally races and fucking crush, right? Like,
yeah.
It, like, when I did all the, rally tests and stuff, it's like, it's fucking super easy. Because, like, I can feel the corners coming ahead of me. And I'll tell you what, actually, I beat IA 10 today for my gold. And it was tough. Like, you really kind of was that way. You had to, like, find the slip angle a lot. Like, you had to be able to, like, come off the throttle and back on, like, right at the right places to get your car in the right spot. Otherwise, you were fucked.
Okay. Now, I don't want to, like, talk on too many things for you to fix while we're, like...
Sure.
Because it's just overwhelming you, but I want you to use more of the track as well. Because, like, you're not on the edge. It's like one of the things I talked about, like, in one of the first videos. Like, you need to find the edge. Unfortunately, you weren't. So, how long have we been doing this for? About an hour. Like, what do you think so far? Like, how?
This is all good stuff to think on.
Yeah.
Let me drive a car that I know a little better.
Yeah, get back into Group 3. And give me your good stuff.
All right. Well, again, like, I'm not great at Group 3.
That's fine. Well, Group 4 then. Group 4 is probably easier to drive than Group 3 is.
Hilariously, I'm much better at the Group 2 and Group 1s.
Oh.
Because it's all downforce. And so you just, it's like you brake hard and then you're off the brakes, right? There's like a lot less of that. All right, let me pick something that I actually know well. We'll do this. Hards? Sure.
The fucking Evo? That's my baby right there, man.
I love the Evo.
Nope.
The fucking kick in the back from the
Shifting.
shifting is nice.
Hmm. Right. Put on softs. You gotta buy them. Is it? Oh, it's not open. What the hell? That's weird. Hmm. Yeah. Oh no, I wait for Curios. He's West Coast. Hmm. Okay, so I feel a lot of these things I go over in the video I just posted, and it sucks because like I probably would have saved you a lot of hassle if you'd have like watched it first. But like, uh huh, yeah, it's only like 8 minutes long too. Yeah, but like it's a lot of like what's happening is that you're overcorrecting and the car will snap on you. Rather than having your hands like really loose so that the wheel itself passively counter steers for you. Hmm. Yeah. Hmm. Uh-huh. Would it help you if I followed you again behind? Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Freaking love that one. So good. That's perfect. The way you had right there, but like you were you're right on the edge. But then your wheel kind of you moved it too much, or you tried to correct it instead of just like letting your hands go slack a little bit. And like especially with like group threes, this car specifically, when you're on the edge, like it's just like hanging by his fingernails. And if you make any other adjustments, and it's going to throw the balance off, and that's enough to break traction, and you're gone. So if you're going to make adjustments, you should work on like a what's the term I'm looking for here? An order of operations. Like you want to make adjustments by your feet first, then your hands second. Yeah, something I'm still working on. But I know this is what you have to do because like I follow Philio Almeida, and he's like has the motor racing checklist or whatever. So basically, I base all of my videos on it's like his stuff for Gran Turismo. That was perfect, by the way. Their throttle application. Hmm. I didn't slow down enough beforehand. Yeah, 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 that one you did not wait until your wheel was straight. Well, not even the wheel was straight. It's like you're turning too much, basically. Like it's hard. It's go ahead. Hmm. Hmm. Well, let's do something. Let's just for like the next turn, like turn one, when you pass the no, not that, that's a bad example because you want something where you end up in a straight. Like I want you to turn using your fingertips, basically, and then when you're done with your turn, just like kind of let go. Yeah, like yeah, let the car do its thing. Yeah. What this? Yeah. Mm. Okay. Okay. Well, then we try to find the limits to like what takes a spin out. Then so how? Mhm. Just for like feedback. Well, yeah, yeah. For wheel spin, I would suggest putting that somewhere. I put it on my wheel, like on my throttle beforehand. I have it on my back now, which is fine. Either works, but you want it somewhere to let you know if you're giving too many beans. Yeah. Also, having it on TCS2, that lets you know if you're giving it too much power. That's probably the safest way to test limits. If you put a TS2, you turn, you give it the beans, and the engine bogs down, you know that's too much steering angle. Then for next try, you unwind it some more, then give it the beans, and like you find that limit that way. So put it at TTS2, and I want you to focus on like on two turns or whatever, like like low speed corner turn, like this next one coming up. Focus on just like giving it the beans and see how much steering angle you can get away with. Like, did you feel it bog down on you? No. Okay. Probably have to go to TCS3 then, or you were just not giving it enough beans because like you were only yeah. Because I see it going off, but it's very minimal because not stressing your tires enough for it to trigger. Yeah. You're still not stressing it enough. Like you're too cautious. That is probably like one of the major things you probably need to work on. I mean, this is like beyond all the other stuff like like trail braking and using all the track whatever, but like getting on the power is such a hard thing for so many people because doing it when you're not prepared for what the car might do makes you afraid of it. It's like if you do it wrong, you spin. So like what you do next time, you don't give it enough. You go super cautious. Yep. hmm But like if you're scared of one and two, then like if you're gonna set a TCS, learn how to shift higher than you need. It's not the fastest way, but it's probably the safest way. But again, if you want to get faster, you need to learn how to be on the limit. But then again, yeah, yeah, hmm yeah. I mean, you're second up already. Like what we usually get around our group, our fastest dudes, we hitting like 118s, 117, 16s around there. So you're not too far off the pace. hmm He's very, yep. Yeah, so I want you to remove that scariness of the throttle and increase, as this lap, increase your TCS to 4. And then out of every corner, I want you to smash the gas, like every time. Like it's gonna cut it, the engine, when you're turning too much, that's fine. But like I want you to slowly wean yourself off that fear of giving it too much throttle. Yeah, yeah. hmm But here's the thing though, like there's nothing wrong with traction control. Like it's a tool that like professional drivers can use. So like there's no shame in like relying on it. Like if the car is too crazy, I will throw down traction control of 2. Like I am not afraid to fucking do that shit. Group threes? Group threes have a lot of power, man. Like I never run like a race with you guys on anything less than 1. Yep. That's hubris talking, bro. Like if you aren't able to cause the TCS to consistently go off, there's no reason to have it on or to have it off. Like if you're always under the limit, yeah. Mm. Well, TCS is not it's not a rotation thing. It's like it's not going to like fuck up your rotation. Like your rotation, you want all that stuff done before you get to the apex. You get the majority of it done before you get to the apex. Like so that's ABS territory.
All right, I got enough things to think about, I think.
Yeah, that's that's some good stuff.
I don't know if you saw, I got 524 kilometers today.
Yeah,
Fucking driving like crazy today.
good job, man.
Ooh,
That was
thanks for the
good.
time.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was good. I appreciate it, man. This,
yeah.
again, like just the way that I operate whenever I get in my head about stuff, a
Mm.
lot of it is just like I gotta do it, right? Like I gotta. So having you watch me and me make mistakes and then start forgetting about the fact that I'm making mistakes and like just getting better about it, like that's what I need to do. Just
Yeah,
get it into so where it's like a rote routine.
yeah.
So
I want you to start taking things like easier for you. Don't try to learn everything at once. Use your assists. There's nothing wrong with them. It's going to make your journey from where you are to where we are a lot more smoother if you have less things to think and worry about as you're racing. So
sure,
like have your
sure.
TCS on, have your ABS on default. Like
Yeah, yeah,
if you
yeah.
feel that if you feel it, you can even use your counter steer assist. Have it on light. The strong is too much and it stops rotation like totally. But light is something that you can help you like get comfortable, like forcing the
Yeah.
car near the limit and like getting the assists to actually do it every freaking corner. It's like
So that
once
one I used at the beginning, and
mm,
I honestly it feels like it takes so much away from the car that
it does.
I yeah
It
I
does.
just
It's
can't realistically
yeah.
use it.
So like it's more of how much you want it. I It's useful. Like when I first started out, it helped me
Mm-hmm.
understand how to stay on the track and like how to be comfortable with the car. And then I turned it off,
Sure,
and it's fine.
sure.
But like you need to like have be comfortable with having like nice light hands on the wheel, so like the
Yeah,
force feedback
yeah,
can like do the work for you,
yeah,
so to speak. But yeah, I definitely recommend using your TCS until
yeah.
you're
And
comfortable with
usually I
not
use
being scared.
two. Yeah,
Yeah,
with anything over like 500 horsepower, I'll use like a two.
yeah.
And so like
Yeah.
on the VGT, I'll use that. I use the stability control on
Mhm.
like stuff that's got like 900 plus horsepower because it just like the X 2019 or whatever.
Mhm.
It's like I use that sometimes because like if you're coming around corners and you really get into it, it's like
Oh
it
yeah.
really wants to spin on you, and the
Yep.
stability control helps.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. That's us for like for turning oversteer stuff. That's what the stability is.
Right. Right.
Yeah, which I go
Nice.
over in my video. Look at that.
Yeah. I'm gonna go watch it right now. I'm gonna go smoke a joint and watch your video right now.
All right, Batman. All
All right,
right.
man. All right, buddy. Thanks again. I
Yeah, of
appreciate it.
course.
This is
Yep.
cool.
All right,
Alrighty.
later.
Talk to you later. See ya.
The boys wake up again, baby.